Hello everybody and welcome to hole number 6, a par 4 of the Nordic Fjords, played from the second tee, which is turn number 9, and also pro and expert for the Heroes of Rocket tournament here in Golf Clash the game. Video sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Make sure that you do hit that thumbs up button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. You can get the ultimate tournament guides for pro and expert or master by going to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Link is directly in the description down below. So, here you will see two options, because depending on what wind direction we're gonna play it two ways. Like, if we do have any sort of headwind, we are going to play a bounce on the first fairway to get over to the second fairway. This because we cannot really reach to the second fairway and do the blast shot that I'm gonna show you in the more aggressive options where we do have a more favorable wind. So choose the driver that gives you the most topspin. It could be an extra mile, apocalypse, a force hammer, doesn't matter. Choose the one with the most topspin. Max topspin and also some side spin to the right to counteract the wind. If I would be having wind coming left to right, I would use left spin instead of right spin. Adjust max plus 10. Here I would strongly advise you to push up to max if you do have the time. But as I don't have the time, then I'm using overpower instead to compensate for falling down into the water. Because what happens when you fall from a higher to a lower point, it means that you lose distance, which means that your first bounce is going to be further back. So, again, if you drop down into the water, you need to push up, otherwise you will fall short. And that's why I use overpower as a last minute fix, because I found myself running out of time. Second shot, I'm gonna play with the Grizzly or with the B52. If I would be having the B52 in level 7 or better, that's gonna be the club that I'm gonna use. This, as it is just a better club. Grizzly, otherwise, is also a really great club, as you do have a good ball guideline and accuracy. What I'm gonna look for doing here is to try to find a spot in that ball lack area to try to just bounce myself up towards the pin here. Again, the longer you are on the fairway where we are shooting from, like the longer drive you are getting, the better it's going to be, because then you can play around this bowl-like area there to the left, and that will be a much easier way to drop. 10% elevation, true club distance numbers, or true club distance, meaning that if you are in medium distance, you play 50% club, if you are in max distance, 100% club, etc. This is a very forgiving spot, and a little bit lucky to get this one swirly in. But again, you see the idea in what way to play this hole if you're gonna have to lay up. But again, we're gonna take a look at the more aggressive option, which is gonna be the way we play if we do have a favorable wind. Because if we have a favorable wind, this hole is going to become an absolute must eagle. But if we do have a bad wind as we had now, we're going to see a lot of players struggling and we're going to see a lot of birdies. But let's take a look at the more aggressive one. For the more aggressive option, we are dependent on having just a little bit of tailwind. Again, we need to have a little bit of tailwind, otherwise this shot is not gonna be a possibility. So what I would like us to do here is to use a power fireball, stretch out to visualize the first bounce to be at the beginning of the final fairway. Meaning to be a bit, you can see there in my position where I want us to be. I'm using as much topspin possible in this scenario. If we would be having more a direct tailwind, then I would be reducing the topspin a little bit, because I would obviously fly longer. Adjustment, max plus 10. Push up to complete max, and that's you're gonna do in regardless what wind direction you're having in strength. Max overpower. No curl whatsoever. The idea here now is to have the ball to just follow the fairway on the right side, roll itself to be close towards the green. You can play with whatever club really that you want here, but what I would say here is that the more power you have, the easier this shot is going to become for you. Again, if you do have more direct tailwind, you need to reduce the topspin, otherwise you're gonna roll too long. But I would otherwise keep everything exactly the same, and you will see yourself lock in a very simple eagle. The video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck in your Golf Clash game.